Hello lovely people, you are welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be teaching you on how I achieve this sleek braided ponytail. If it's something you are interested in, do watch this video till the very end. So this is my freshly relaxed natural hair. I wrapped overnight to maintain the straightness. So it's actually a method I use to keep the hair straight so I don't end up using any straightener. However, if your hair is natural, falsy natural hair, or it's even relaxed and it's a bit rough, you might consider straightening it all over in order for this style to come out sleek and nice. Now a quick one for my fellow relaxed hair sisters. So in my opinion, I think the best time to play around with gel, like to hold your hair in pony, is when you freshly relaxed your hair and you are close to your post-relaxer wash. Not only does it keep the style very sleek, it also prevents you from keeping the gel in your hair for a very long time. The gel is not always healthy for the hair. You keep it just for a few days and then you wash it out. So here is just me trying to hold my natural hair in a high pony. This step is very important as it forms the basis of our style. Alright guys, after putting the whole hair together in a high pony, I'm just going to use a ponytail holder to hold the hair together. I don't advise you use a rubber band as it's not healthy for the hair at all. And please don't hold the hair tightly at this stage as we will redo this process. You'll see what I'm talking about in the bits. Next, I am just taking a small portion of the front hair and I'm going to set that aside. These are the areas that I'll be doing a little bit of baby hair action. You're also going to find that out in a bit, so keep watching this video till the end. Next guys, using a dye brush, I applied a generous amount of eco gel all over my hair. Now I apply just a little bit of the gel because I feel like my hair is freshly relaxed and I do not need a lot of the gel to keep the hair in place. So I apply the gel from the back to the front, all over the hair, every corner I didn't fit, I apply the gel. Now I just went ahead to use a control pin at the tip of my natural hair to get it out of my way so that I can easily get access to my hair. And then using a very soft brush, I am just brushing the hair all the way back after applying the gel so that I can get a more smooth and sleek look. Now in this process, we are just going to rehold the hair like I said earlier, and I just first untied it and used my hand to put the whole hair in place, and then I went back in to tie everything up together, but this time a bit tighter than we did earlier so that everything can just be in place. After that is done, I realized that some of the hair around the area where I held the hair has lifted, so I went back in with some gel and using my tail comb, I smoothed the whole area down. Next, I went in with some Spritz holding spray and I applied it all over the hair, and this is going to give the hair a firm hold and it's going to make it last also. Moving forward guys, I grabbed my favorite silk scarf and I just tied down my hair with it. I tied it down as firm as I could, and then I got hold of my hand dryer. I placed it on warm air and I just dried my hair for some few minutes. Guys, I didn't keep track of how long I used the dryer on my hair, but I'm sure I didn't exceed 5 minutes. So yes, I dried my hair to my satisfaction, and then came the time for unraveling, and the hair laid down very flat, sleek and nice, just like I wanted it. next, I decided to make something out of this human hair leftover laying down in my room doing absolutely nothing. So guys, you can actually use a synthetic extension for this process as well. So I went in with some water and then some leave-in conditioner, and then with that I brought the curls back to life. It got activated. I then went ahead to stretch some braiding hair off camera, and now I'm just completing the prepping process by applying some olive oil, ORS olive oil to be precise, all over the hair, and now I am just brushing the braiding extension thoroughly. With that done, I just placed the braiding hair extension across my head like so, and to secure it I used my ponytail holder. You could use a rubber band also if you want, and I just held the braiding hair extension and my natural hair together, and everything became firmly secured. So I just took a small amount of the braiding hair from the back, brushed it down, and also applied a small amount of the eco gel to slick the whole thing down, and we are just going to wrap it around the roots until the end of the hair. So this process forms the invisible part. It's actually my favorite part of the process, as it hides our rubber bands or ponytail we use in holding the hair down, leaving everything nice and natural. So yes, we are just going to continue wrapping till the very end, and that's just about it. Okay, so our wrapping or invisible part has been beautifully completed, and a quick one, we are just going to use a scissors to cut off the head of our curly hair and set that aside. After that is done, we are just going to move straight into braiding the extension down. So I started off by dividing the hair into 3 parts, and with that I started braiding it all the way down. Alright guys, so here's a quick one. Whilst braiding down the hair, you want to use the braiding extension to cover up your natural hair as much as you can. You don't want your natural hair sticking out in the braids, and that's exactly what I did. I covered up my natural hair and braided it down as tight as I could. And at a point, I added 2 pieces of the braiding extension to the braids because I wanted my braided pony long enough, and I also wanted to maintain the thick consistency of the braids. Alright guys, so I just braided the hair, but not all the way down. I left some small amount of the hair at the tip, and then I secured it with a small amount of the hair by creating a knot twice, and with that the tip of the braids was firmly secured. Now the next thing I did is that I brushed the hair, and then I went in with my bending rolex and I just curled the end of my braids. I then dipped it into hot water, and I got some very, very juicy curls out of it. So the next move is to install the curls on the braids. I wanted some boho or goddess look. I didn't want my braided pony to be regular. I just wanted to be drooling in curls. And to do that, I just passed my crochet pin through the braids and I pulled the curly hair out, and then I just tied it down twice. So this is just one of the ways of installing curls on braids. The other way is available on my channel. You can check out my video on how to knotless boho or goddess braids, or you can click on the link on top of this video, and yes, it will give you more insight on how to do that. Next, I grabbed my straightener and I straightened or curled the baby hair I set aside, and using my toothbrush. Yes, my toothbrush. I couldn't find my edge brush anywhere, so I improvised, and my tail comb, I laid down my edges nicely like so. To finish everything up, I just applied some ORS mousse around my edges, and I tied it down with a disposable wrap, and that is just it for this process, and boom, there you have it, the finished look. Whose daughter is this? This hairstyle is giving. It's shouting cuteness and class, and I'm so loving it. And the good news is that this is just one way of rocking it. I'm going to teach you another way of rocking this hairstyle. Keep watching. So the second way of styling this look is just a matter of wrapping the braids around to form a cute bun, and leaving the ends of the braids where the curls is at one side of your head like so. And there you have it, cute and nice. Thank you so much for watching. Kindly like, comment, share and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you all in my next video.